30, just because these go by pretty quick.
Yep.
And if we take the first or like the next 20 minutes, just like you kind of rip around, just show me what you
Excellent.
made, ask your questions, I'll ask you some, and then as long as we have 30 minutes to kind of go through a one-page offer, then should be good.
All right. Okay. So, um, a couple of things were coming up, and I'm just going to rip around in no particular order. And one of the things that just you nailed on the head is one of the primary tangible outcomes and problems and solutions, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, is the relationship that the parents have with the kids. Excellent.
Mm-hmm.
I
Mm-hmm.
spent an hour and a half developing out an agent called Ezekiel, which means strength of God,
Mm-hmm.
who, because I do this with my businesses. And so I spent an hour and a half, which is something I should have done, honestly. It would have been nice to have had probably multiple times as I've gone into chat and done prompts to help build this business over the past year. But I spent
Sure.
the hour and a half programming an agent. And so as I was going through this, I had Ezekiel, I had Matthew, and then I had also your chat prompts. And so
Mm-hmm.
it was really, really great. And now I've got this exceptional agent. I have two other agents. Actually, I have four. I have a Peru agent, I have a Kitty agent, I have a cryptocurrency agent, and I have a my friend Luke and I are going through all of the ancient spiritual texts, psychedelics, etc. It's probably my most potent one.
Nice.
Um, called Dialogos. And so, anyways, I love to make agents to make everything excellent. So I have Ezekiel.
Cool.
Now, one thing that was cool, which I did actually want to talk about, is the name kept coming up, calling it the Real World Skills Academy, which I
Yeah.
love. Except
Yeah.
we're gonna get crushed by Andrew Tate in SEO because his program is called the Real World. And so, not attached to Human Potential Academy, love the Real World Skills Academy. Don't think it's going to be the best decision for us personally, especially since I'm actually literally in the real world right now. I applied for a investment like a that in his whole thing just a couple
Yeah.
weeks on this, and so I don't think it's probably the best strategic play, but I love the concept of it. So that's something that
I think it's like it's a different thing. You can definitely call it Real World Skills Academy. Like SEO stuff, who cares? Um, it's
no,
like,
we don't.
yeah, no. We run it, it's like because we build like sure, to some extent, SEO is helpful, but the way that we do it is like we're running ads for your audience and then we're nurturing like highly targeted people.
Mhm.
Um, so also if you like the name, like you can go with it, you can always change it later.
Mhm.
Um, but real world skills makes a lot of sense. It like pretty much makes it really clear, like what is this about?
Maybe real life. The reality is one of like I have an excellent um a lot of my target audience is in the real world, and it's one of the reasons why I joined because there's a lot of like teenage kids and stuff in there, and there's
Yeah.
a lot of parents that are like the education system is cooked, and so maybe we make it real life skills or something like that.
Yep.
But anyways, that kept coming up, so that was really cool. I did get to the completed version of the one pager, which is really great.
This is great because okay, so like all
Ooh,
of the other frameworks and stuff are mostly
to get me
like the
here.
reason I do the workshop this way is because by the time you get this one pager done, you've already thought through everything that I would ask you anyway.
Yeah,
And then and then I can just go through this literally line. So like looking at this, I'm like perfect
yeah,
because yeah,
yeah.
great. Like it's done. So yeah, if there was anything specific, because
There is.
if we
I'm gonna
can
keep
get done,
blasting around.
yeah, if we get done early, I can show you a couple prompts that will basically we'll take the offer, and then
Mhm.
from the offer we can create the lead magnet, we can create the emails, we can create the copy, we can create the ads, um, all pretty quick. But
Excellent. Excellent,
Yeah,
excellent, excellent. So I
this is
just
the
wanted to
main
start
thing.
with a conclusion here. Now, there was this one thing here, personalized roadmaps, tailored growth plans for each team. That sounds like not the 1,500 offer. That sounds more like the 2,500 offer in the future. Because a tailored growth plan for each team, that's going to be way more time. And then that's going to dramatically change the one where I put in how much time we're doing, which is in one of these. I can't remember which one it was, but you had it. You had it in there. Okay, so I went through you checked this out, problem solution,
Yeah.
didn't write the solution, wasn't really a prompt to do that, but the solution is the program, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
Um,
Like with
mhm.
that one, this so all of the prompts that we give are like Hormozy uh framework based. Well, actually a few framework based, but the go back to the problems for a second, right? Like the solutions for all of these problems that you identified are likely the steps of your program,
Yeah.
like individual steps.
Okay.
Uh, So it should connect, right? Where you're like, here's the problem, here's the solution. Here's the problem, here's the solution. Like we address this problem in this step of the program.
Okay, perfect. Excellent. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Okay, I can come back to that then. That's fantastic.
Yeah, you probably answered it. But yeah,
Very
that's the
likely.
yeah.
So
Okay.
one thing that's cool right now is that the business model and offer dynamics. Now, I wasn't like fully sure on some of these because yours is like if you have zero clients, don't you dare start at groups. But we're definitely starting at groups because
Yeah.
that's what we're
It's a
doing.
different offer.
It's a
Yeah.
different thing, yeah. So there was some things I was kind of like I don't think we're doing a hybrid, but I don't know if we're doing a hybrid because I want to have the subscription membership, but that's not in the 90 days. And you told me just to focus on the 90 days. So I ended up
Yeah.
just going with the group classes.
Yeah.
How many was 40 kids every 2 months. So basically it works out to 20 kids a month, but it's not 20 kids a month because we're not going to be taking in a new batch every month, but we can take
Yeah.
in every 2 months. And there's two of
Yeah.
us. So
Yeah.
that doubles it. So
Mm-hmm.
$30,000 a month with just the classes. If we sell them out every 2 months, we're already looking at a 360K, and that's before subscriptions, courses,
Mm-hmm.
one-on-ones. So that's really excellent. Now the synthesis, for some reason I didn't
Can
understand.
I
Yeah, yeah,
just like one thing
always,
that
dude. Please
I
do.
see if you go back to the business model for a
Yep,
second,
yep.
just like realistically, um, and I don't know, but this is typically what happens. Um, because there's like an ebb and a flow where you go into delivery and then you go into marketing and you go into delivery and you go into marketing.
Hmm.
And uh just until you have like a really well-oiled machine, I think a more realistic um would be quarters. So like if you because you're going to be delivering for 2 months, right?
Yeah,
And so you'd do 6 enrollments a year with that model, right?
yeah,
Uh, I think realistically, in order to fill, you're gonna have to do like hard promotion.
yeah,
Uh,
yeah. So that was like
so
the original plan, and it's actually what I had, but when I was going through it, it kind of seemed like a lot of the program was like shoot for the stars numbers.
totally, yeah,
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 yeah, yeah. So that was actually our original plan was to
okay,
launch one a quarter, have 2 to 3 months of delivery, but the last month is kind of just like wrapping up, review, and then we can
yeah,
focus. So you launch first month, get them in, get the onboarding month two, content creation, promoting week three or month three, closing. But we're
yeah,
delivering throughout each of that. That was kind of the original, yeah, the
yeah. It's like I think the other one is kind of like in a year's time, you could if you have like a well-oiled machine, or even just you have um a team member who's doing that nonstop. That's how you would do that.
yeah.
Yeah, but for the first year, I would be thinking of it in terms of quarters because you've got an 8 week program, right? So then it's like basically launch 1 month, deliver two, launch 1 month, deliver two, launch
Yep.
1 month, deliver two. Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah. So this is 20 kids every 3 months, times two parents, teachers divided by 12. What? Oh, times 1,500. What? Why did that? Oh, because I put the thing. Okay, excellent. There you go. That's hilarious. Works out to 15K a month. Great. That's hilarious. All those numbers just to have it at a by 10. Okay. Um that sounds feels a lot better for me too, because I also want, like, I'm building out a school platform and
totally.
nurturing the community and all that throughout
Yeah.
all these things as well. Um this was quite straightforward, to be totally
Hmm.
honest.
Hmm.
Excellent prompts. Um and then uh, this was before the real life skills academy. I like it. Real life
Yeah.
skills. It's great. Real
Yeah.
life skills academy. I like that. I'm not stepping on the toes of the Tate toes, which I'm trying
Yeah.
to get in there and finesse.
Also, like life skills is a thing. Like
Life skills is the thing.
life skills.
Sports skills or
Yeah.
life skills. Yeah.
Life skills.
That's excellent. I can use the sports skills or life skills to promote. Have you seen, remember those commercials? Did you ever
Sports skills?
sports skills or life skills? Did you ever see those, dude?
I don't know.
Oh
Maybe.
my God, I gotta send you these. They're like commercials from like the early 2000s. Look them up. It's called Sports Skills or Life Skills. It's so good. It's so good. They're really good. Um,
Amazing.
okay. Floor is yours then. I think I've blasted around here. We've got a pretty good idea. I like the idea of bundling entrepreneurship, self-awareness, and physical health. You can
Hmm.
get 3 for 4K. Oh, and we've decided to only work with 14 and up. So self,
Mm-hmm.
because that way we can bundle them,
Hmm.
and in the words of you and Hormozy, it simplifies the process. So now we
Yep.
don't have this group over here and that group over here. It's just 14 and up, 14 to 20.
Perfect.
Um, yeah. Uh,
Yep. That's a
that's all.
good. Okay, cool. That fits. Could you, I might have it just in here, but
You want
Google
control?
Drive. Yeah, I'll take control back.
Oh, I just gave you
Oh,
control of my screen, but
oh yeah.
you can just do your thing. That's easier.
Let's do it this way. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So let's just go through this so I can get present to it. Okay. Yep. Yep. So if I'm a parent and I'm like, I want my kid to do one, it's kind of like a 1 year curriculum with summers. Like there's three main courses and they wouldn't do those all together, right? Or would they? Like
Mm,
you're
no.
launching with just the two and
Yeah.
they would kind of go sequentially. Like they would do one and then they would do the next. And yeah.
Yeah,
Uh,
I would say that would probably be like ideal, and also we will run them one off as well.
yeah, like I okay, like one thing right out of the gate is I would probably focus or at least make it like a very clear um like selling the bundle will go a long way.
Mm.
Um because you can frame it like um they're probably going to be doing some other education anyway, right? That like
Mhm.
they're doing whatever school they're doing, whatever alternative. And you're like, this runs concurrently with them. It's 4K for the year. Yeah, like even if you do 4K, yeah, it's 4K for the year. And they get self-awareness, they get entrepreneur skills, and they get what was the other one? Health?
Physical health and prioritization.
Yeah. Um, yeah. Like really what it is then? Oh, you're muted, Heather.
Oh, I'm just sitting here blind. I can't
Ah,
actually see anything that's going
oh,
on.
ah,
It's too
ah,
small.
oh, amazing. I don't know if that's helpful, but
Extremely, yeah.
I like if you think about it, even just like simplifying it down, it's like, look, we have the curriculum that you wish you had that's going to help your kids have better relationships, better health, and better money.
Hmm.
And then it's like that's so that's easy to sell. Because you're like, we teach the stuff that the school doesn't. The three main things: relationship, money, and
Money,
health.
health. Boom.
Yeah.
That's it.
And it's like, so this is the real life skills that will serve your kid way more than 12 years of education in a indoctrination system.
Hmm.
4 grand is a steal. Yeah. So, anyways, just like I'm just gonna chunk things up and make them sound super dumb because that's what sells. Just in case, like, you know what I mean? You're like, yeah, I know, relationships, money, and health. Um, yeah, like I wonder also too, like when you are you teaching financial stuff in the foundations program? Like, or
Um,
just entrepreneurial?
that's going to be the financial literacy is what you're talking
Mm-hmm.
about. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
that's step two.
No, another one. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, that's step two. It's like uh, with all the sales programs, all the business things, all the things that I've done, it's like if you want to complicate being an entrepreneur, learn accounting first.
Totally.
Yeah. So it's financial literacy. It's like that's going to be like not in the foundations, right?
Yep.
That'll be yeah, grade two, right?
Yep. Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah, that's kind of like something
Uh,
we're trying to consider here is that like these programs evolve into uh yeah, grade two, grade three, grade four, level one, level two, level three. And then eventually having the kids be able to teach the programs themselves.
yep.
Right? You got a 20-year-old that's been with us for 3 years. They've crushed it. Now they're teaching 15-year-olds. It's just a really, really cool thing. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I have never met more 21-year-old millionaires since being in school.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous. Okay, cool. All right, let's go through this. Um, I'm going to request edit capabilities so I can put notes and stuff.
Oh, you don't have the ability to edit? Hold on. Okay, you can now.
Yeah. Okay. And actually, what I'm going to do, because I don't want to mess with what you've got, I'll do this one down here. Dan's version. All right. Real Life Skills Academy. Right. High impact. Okay, high impact. Um, I would go like a necessary education program
That's nice.
for teens and parents. Yeah. That focuses exclusively on helping parents equip their teens with real life skills. And then I would go with real life skills
I love it.
to empower um, their children to be financially independent, relationally mature, uh, and healthy. Focuses exclusively on helping parents empower their teens with real life skills so they can be financially independent, relationally
Confident,
intelligent,
intelligent.
relationally. What did you say?
I say
Confident,
confident.
relationally confident. Yeah, relationally confident and healthy. Okay. Using structured. Is it 8 or 12?
Oh, I'm glad you said that.
Yeah.
I think we're gonna do 10.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna just
Perfect.
change to 10. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Great.
Heather, 10?
10.
Doing 10.
Perfect. Structured 10-week classes, gamified learning platforms, and personalized roadmaps. Okay. Using mhm. Using structured 10-week classes. Um, what's 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 something
Means
that
it's
you
gonna
would
be
do
3 days.
differently? Like there's structure in the classes, right? But there's also structure in like academia, like normal.
Is there?
Well, it's not the structure that we want, but there's definitely an a structural breaking of your soul.
I
That
don't
is
know.
intentional
I
and
literally had a
planned.
daughter come home. She's like, yeah, the teacher walked into class that I didn't want to teach today. So we watched a movie. I was like, are
Oh
you
my gosh.
kidding me right
I used to love those days, not gonna lie.
Can you imagine if we do that? Like,
uh
just watch Dan talk for an hour. Thanks, Dan.
oh my God.
Okay,
Nobody
sorry.
should
Back.
do
What are
that.
you asking? What are you asking, brother?
I'm trying to find something more
now? Breaking down
unique than
structure.
structure. Like
How about
like
engaging?
how about intimate? Like
What?
I was
like
thinking about that. Somewhere was something that intimate. That people are a little bit freaked out about pedophiles right now. So
okay.
they are, right?
How about what's the using s- um personalized. Okay,
Hmm.
let's put personalized learning. Like what is a personalized roadmap? What is that? Like a personalized what does that look like? Personalized roadmap.
Well, that's this is the one that I was like, it's probably going to be part of a more expensive container because that means we're like sitting down with each team, getting to know their personal thing, and that's not what we're doing for this first
If
batch.
we do any type of personalization, that would be like sitting down with a teen, looking at his numerology and his human design and making sure that
Uh,
we are creating an environment that works for
That,
them.
that's right. Yeah.
That's like that's the next level.
Or the
okay,
one-on-one or the
but
one-on-ones that we do.
Yeah.
consider it this way. It's like you can call it a personalized roadmap, or I would say like personalized learning
Plan.
orientation,
Okay.
or like and it, personalized learning. actually just personalized learning plan,
Um,
orientation. Who am I trying to be? That's too big of a word. Most people read it grade 4. Uh, like honestly, for marketing stuff, that's like it's got to
okay.
go back to level 4, grade 4. So, because if you say personalized learning plan, that could literally be a 20-minute, that could be like they fill out some forms and you're aware of it, right?
Okay.
Like,
That's
right.
easy.
And then the next iteration of that might be they fill out some forms, you do a one-on-one call with them, and you let them know how you're going to customize the learning environment for them. And then there could be another level on top of that where it's like you actually do a full reading, or a human design expert comes in and gives them like chart readings, and it, you know and you could do it with them and their family. So then it's not just like a personalized learning plan, but it's like a personalized family learning plan. And then it's like
Love
Yeah, those are
that.
my
everybody
favorite things to do.
Yeah.
yeah.
In my numerology, I do that. I literally can like map things out. Like, here's how you talk to this kid, and here's how you should like support this child. And then the parents go, "Oh, great." The
Yeah, so
map.
that is like that. I would just like put a pin in that because that's going to be like an upsell. Like if
Sure.
you wanted it, that can be like something that you could sell as a one-off. Um, yep. But then you start with that, right? So you get a personalized learning plan. Uh, next is we
I
want
just want to tune in real quick to like how are we like you're putting a 1 there, you're putting a 2 there. Is that what is that?
following this, but I'm putting it into an order that is more interesting.
Okay, and then this is like just 'cause I don't want these things to slide under the rug. Like how do we not lose all this awesome stuff that we're saying right now, aside from me
That
recording this?
uh oh
Because
yeah.
like now like there's work for us to do here now, right? We need to make these forms and things of this nature. So just want to make sure it's not going to
Uh,
slide through the cracks.
just yeah, take I mean, well, you'll have this offer, right? And then you'll like you can make a note, like personalized learning plan. I don't know. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Uh yeah. I'm mostly all I do on this is like I'm like the wrapper of a chocolate bar. You guys have the actual um you got to make sure you've got a good chocolate bar in there. I'm just going to make it look shiny so people want to buy it, even if it's a nugget bar, whatever those are, a Nugent. They're gross. Or no, the Big Turk. I was thinking of the Big Turk. It's the
It's
worst.
funny because I was picturing that the
The
whole
Big
time,
Turk, like
like
some
the purple
jelly
stuff or
chocolate.
something.
Yeah, you're like,
Yeah,
what is
no,
this in here?
yeah, no, but it's like you're in the store and you're like, yeah, but it's blue and white. I like it.
Yeah. So okay, so personalized learning plan, and then it's like number 2 is I think you could do gamified learning. I think that's like interesting. And then number 3 is like, do you have you could put like real life skill experts, like, or these are meant to be like unique element, like what makes this thing unique, right? So it's like personalized learning plan. Okay, that's unique. Gamified learning, that could be unique. And then it's like real world. If you're teaching the entrepreneur stuff, it's like real world application, right? You're going to help them build something that is applicable in the real world. Like I think you mentioned like they'll have something to sell. Is that right?
Hmm. Yeah,
Yeah.
I put that in the. It's on one of those pages. Actually, it's
Yeah.
on.
So, real world um, application, real world, um, real world application learning. it's not quite the right word, but good enough. By addressing the number one root problem, a lack of practical, engaging, and um, relevant, yeah, practical, engaging, and yeah, I don't know. I want to keep
Useful?
like, yeah, I want to, yeah, useful,
Useful is
um,
better.
yeah, and useful education. Yeah, for teens. Okay. Using proven strategies like expert-led coaching. Yeah. Peer accountability and real life application to ensure. Oh, okay. Yeah, you've got that there. So up here we'll go personalized learning plan, gamified learning, and how long are the like courses? Like are they small? Is it like easy to personalized learning, gamified learning, and
Simplified real world application learning.
yeah, and then just like
Mouthful. Simplified real world
simplified
learning. Yeah.
personalized learning plan, gamified, um, gamified education, and simplified, step by step
Life skills.
curriculum. Oh,
Curriculum.
curriculum. Yeah. Um, okay. Da da da. Using proven strategies, real life application to ensure results where everyone's aligned towards building confidence, fostering independence, and preparing for life. Run by Matthew and a team of expert educators and mentors with a focus on empowering teens without overwhelming parents. Feels like dynamic, supportive environment where everyone grows together. That's great. Reasons why parents struggle um, to equip their children. Lack of time. Parents feel overwhelmed by their own responsibilities. Yeah. Teens resist or disengage when learning feels boring, irrelevant, or forced. Yeah. Uncertainty about what. Yeah. Perfect. Uh, lack of time. These are good. I'm just racking my brain for any type of alliterative flow where, like, if you can bring some, because, like, if you're selling education or information, um, using like literary devices makes it more concrete, especially when you're selling it, if that makes sense. So,
You
like,
mean, do you mean alliteration like avocado?
Um, any like that would be one, but even like uh hyperboles, metaphors, alliteration or acronyms or like any of that stuff all contributes to making it feel more or like helps it to sell. So like for example, if I was like lack of time, lack of interest, and lack of clarity, even though like it's like just the fact that it's three lacks
Mm-hmm.
somehow has it be easier to to like remember. Um, but yeah, lack of time, lack of interest, lack of clarity. Um, up you have this up top anyway. So lack of interest and lack of. By the way, I'm just um ripping shit apart.
Uh-huh.
It gets put back together next, but mostly I just rip it apart and then it usually comes back together like a combination. But okay, so lack of time, lack of interest, lack of clarity. Yeah. Program promise. We help parents and teens who are tired of outdated curriculums, resistance, and lack of preparation for adulthood.
I just put it into my thing. It's like no time, they whine, and you're out of line. Time to teach, hard to reach.
Nice.
Times tight, they fight. What's right? It's so good. So good.
Nice. Uh, all right. So
Yeah.
let's see. We help parents and teens who are tired of outdated curriculum, resistance, and lack of preparation for adulthood, who are tired of outdated curriculums. I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try something. Outdated curriculums that leave their children ill-equipped for the real world. Um, achieve financial independence, or well, who are tired of outdated curriculums that leave their teens ill-equipped for the real world. Cultivate um, entrepreneurial skill sets, relational confidence, and real world readiness in just 10 weeks per program.
Yeah, see that was one of the things that like that doesn't make sense because we're not doing all those things in 10 weeks. It's 30 weeks,
Okay, yeah.
right?
So I would just bink, get rid of the time thing for
Yeah,
now.
that's great.
You can
Excellent.
explain it, yeah.
Excellent.
Cultivate entrepreneurial skill sets, relational confidence, and real life readiness by combining proven frameworks, expert coaching, and engaging learning methods.
Ooh, check the chat real quick. What do you think about
Mhm.
TIC? Time, interest, clarity, and knowledge. Not bad.
Not bad. Time. It's a yeah, it's a if tick means something or relates to something, um,
What makes you tick?
yeah, yeah. Like I'll tell you what happened with the avocado method. Okay. Like the
Yeah, yeah,
avocado
yeah, I'm
method,
kidding.
I
So
thought was
curious.
awesome. And then, and mostly it just confused people. Like, is this,
I didn't even know what
yeah,
it meant till today.
yeah. It's like, is this a health coaching program
Yeah.
with avocado? And you're like, I'm like, okay, let me explain it to you. And yeah. Um,
When I found you,
yeah.
you
Yeah.
were pushing. I was like, I don't understand what's happening here.
Yeah, yeah, nobody really did. You weren't
Ah,
alone.
you and
But
I are so similar, dude.
somehow I still sold a lot of that program. Um, Step is good. Like, yeah, because it's kind of like more like take this step, stress, time, engagement. But but honestly, like for this worksheet, uh
Black is what black will do.
yeah,
Okay.
because and then for like purposes or like where you use this is if you like how I this is basically a sales asset. So this is what how I
Oh, right.
sold this, right? This is basically you get onto a call and you're like, cool, I'm just going to share this simple one page with you. And if you have any questions, just let me know. You literally just read through it.
Yes, the
Um,
sales pitch is just the sheet.
yeah, it's this sheet. Yeah. And so you're like, yeah, lack of time. And so you don't need to be really cute because you're like,
Oh.
yeah. I mean, you can, being cute never hurts, but you know.
Maybe it does. No, continue. I just wanted an
Uh,
avocado thing because when I found out today, I was like, "Wow, that's fucking excellent." He made an acronym with avocado. That's mucho letters. Like
s-
excellent. So I was like, "Oh, here's this awesome avocado method." But yeah, okay,
when it clicks,
yeah,
people are
yeah.
like, "Oh, that's awesome! I get
It's,
it. It's
it's
ripening the avocado." Okay, and then it's like, yeah, few people
community at
actually
the
get it.
core. Like, hey, it's
Yeah.
excellent. It's so excellent. I love it. The pit. Anyways, I like stone fruit. Continue.
Okay, cool. So yeah, this is really good. This is clear. Okay. Investment is 4,500 for all three programs. Uh yeah, 4,000 um if you pay in full. Yeah. Otherwise, hmm, 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 hmm,
Hmm. Tell me.
hmm.
Tell me, Dan.
Uh this is mostly an ADD thing for me. Like finding. So, okay,
I have that
you,
too, so tell me.
it's just like round numbers and like like it. So, like what I want this to be is like it's 4,500 or 4,000 or $1,000 a month for five. Like because it makes it easier for if somebody sees 1,125 for 4 months, like my head starts to calculate like, oh, what? Oh, okay, it's
Oh, what is that?
4,500.
This is 25.
Uh,
This is too much math. I'm
yeah,
scared. I'm out of
yeah,
here.
and, yeah.
Okay, okay,
But
okay. Well,
also the way that you have this is right, you've got this 4,500 for all three programs, but they don't run all together. So they run congruently over the course of a year, right?
hmm
Like you would do 10 weeks and then you do 10 weeks and then you do
hmm
10 weeks.
hmm
But
hmm
you want the way that this is framed is like you're asking them to pay for the full amount
hmm
for all three courses
hmm
in 4 months.
Correct.
But but you know, given that it's actually an entire year, um, what if you did this where you just made it a real no-brainer,
I was just gonna say
750
750.
for 6 months?
Does that add up? Oh, that's excellent. That's much better. Yeah.
Yeah. And then because then
Because I
it
want
also
more money now, I guess. That's probably the only reason why I would say that, which is
like
incorrect.
if you want more money now, then you have to make this part look more appealing. Because right now it's like, okay, cool, I saved $500. Um, if I saved $1,000, I'd be more likely to pay. Like if this was 5 grand, then, but then I think you're pushing
Then
it with the,
this
yeah,
starts to complicate. This starts to complicate the things. 1,500 per program makes a lot of sense. 4,500
yeah.
for all programs. What if we did 3,700 and you saved $800?
Um, I think like because you could sell each of them individually, right? Like 35, 1,500,
hmm
but chances are, um, like, and I don't know what the numbers would be on this, but I would think that if, let's say you have 50 people who come in.
hmm
Of those 50 people, how many of them would just do the entrepreneur skill program, right? How many of them would, I think that one's going to be the easiest one to sell. The other two are kind of like, oh, the other thing is, yeah, like, so by selling, here, let me just try this one on. Okay. Um, 750 times six. Uh, yeah. Save 800. I don't know. For 200 bucks, I think you'd convert more. Um, eh, it's a pretty steep discount.
I was gonna say that's a pretty steep discount, but it's pretty seems a little bit steep.
But but like if you, this is like a math problem.
Mm-hmm. I like math.
Because if you look at um let me try something.
What if we did 4,800 in total, 1,600 a class, 3,800 discount? So we're just increasing each class by $100.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the challenge is that like because we haven't sold any at any price point, right? We don't have any validated sales
Not
yet.
with these, but I have sold a 1,500
Yeah.
class.
Here, okay,
The ones that we
let's
do
just keep it
for-
simple. I think let's go 45, let's go 4,000, and let's go and save 500. It's fine. 750 for 6 months. Uh, what? And I'm just curious. 4,500 divided by 9. Like the other, this probably adds more congruency. It's like you save 500 bucks for 9 months. If somebody can't, um, so basically, like there's two types of people where this is like a really interesting thing that I learned. That was kind of like a big game changer for pricing. There are people who feel unsafe by having payment plans in their nervous system. Like it's unsafe for them to have payment plans.
Mhm.
And then there are people who in their nervous system feel unsafe to make large payments. They feel more safe in their nervous system to have payment plans. They're pretty equal, but so it doesn't like understanding why somebody chooses based on like a nervous system response is like very interesting sales psychology, because then it's like you want to give them the option of either or. And I know, like, for example, my kids are in Waldorf, it's 500 bucks a month for preschool or for grade one. It's like um, paying for, but I would probably just pay in full because I don't want to have another goddamn payment, you know?
Mhm.
Uh, and cool, I can save 500 bucks, or I have 500 bucks for 9 months. I look at the 9 months, I'm like, I just pay in full. I don't want to make that payment. It also, like, when you're creating these things, you're trying to create it's basically one price, right? But you're just trying to create a spread that makes the middle option look better so that they choose the middle option. It's basically small, medium, large. Yeah.
Starbucks for sure.
Yeah. So I like you can test this out, and I would do this because you're going to be doing sales calls. You could even like start with and say it's 750 for 6 months. And if somebody's like, oh, geez, I don't know, you're like, hey, you know what, for you, why don't we do this?
Yeah.
Is this more affordable? Yeah.
I feel like having a 3 at the front of the pay in full is gonna help, even if it was 3,900. Or why don't we make it congruent with the 750? Because then that doesn't turn it into as equal of an offer. It makes it 3,750. We've got a lot of 750s around there. 3,750 save 750 or 750 for 6. Let's do that. I like that. Oh, does that satisfy your OCD as well?
Yep.
Okay, good. Then
Yep.
it's
There's congruency.
it's
It
gotta
would,
be
yeah,
good.
either 4,500, 500, or 37. Yep.
Okay, and then that's funny because
I
work.
just
Yeah,
I'm gonna voice this. I'm gonna put it in here. I think I work with a lot of parents, like entrepreneurs,
yeah.
and like you are going after an affluent market, so it might not be a thing, but just like I think this is something that you're going to have to play with. Like,
Okay.
and you'll get there by like having conversations with parents. But like a 500, I think on payment plan stuff, like a $500 a month thing for your kid is like easier to make than a 750 thing. And I don't know, like, I don't know. That's just,
Okay. I mean, put it in then.
yeah.
I'm so flexible. Do that then.
Well, yeah, I think it's kind of like, this is you'll play with this to figure it out. But I think if you've it's like the program is kind of a year, like this fits with the
It's
school
like,
timeline as well, 9 months. That way you're not asking them to pay for like there's congruency with that. So yep, I do like that as an option.
excellent
But
news.
I would um I would keep that as a well, hold on. What do you have up here? Let's do this so that we don't blend them. Up here, let's do your pricing. Or wait, what'd you say down here? Comes with one-on-one coaching.
Comes with a one-on-one coaching session. Yeah. And then Heather, you and I'll just whatever. Which one do you want? Sales with Matthew? Do you want resiliency with Matthew? Do you want numerology with Heather? Do you want regulation with Heather? We'll just toss them up for now. The year curriculum is nice.
I mean, yeah,
It's nice.
yeah. And then it's like, or it's 4,000 if you pay
You're doing this at
pay,
your section, yeah.
yeah, pay in full. Um, bonus one-to-one um, family learning plan. If like I'm just putting that there
Yeah, I like
because
it.
yeah, make it specific, like what the one-on-one, if it's just
Okay.
coaching, it's like,
Okay.
or $500 a month, $500. Um,
Family learning plan. That's excellent. Heather, you can take it and we'll just pay you like whatever you charge for that, $200 or something like that. Whatever you charge, we'll just pay you from that.
um, payment plan for 9 months. Yeah. So again, this is like a little thing, but I don't know if this helps or hurt, but just being able to see simple, like if you start adding things and bullet points under, you want to just be like, here's the investments, 4,500,
Because this is I
4,500.
keep forgetting this is like a
Yeah.
sales PowerPoint. This is
Yeah.
not some like doc that I'm right. Okay.
Yeah.
Excellent.
You're gonna use it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So length is 10 weeks per program. Um,
Okay. So wait. You're moving on when this doesn't look complete yet.
okay. Like I would just delete this,
Okay. Yeah.
but
Delete it. Yeah.
yeah.
Delete
Okay,
it. Yeah.
cool.
And we don't do something like $300 value or anything
No,
like that?
no,
No. It's implied.
lame. Yeah.
Excellent. Lame. Yeah.
Ah, 10 weeks per program. Yeah, I just leave it at that. 10
Yeah.
weeks per program. Uh, and then you might just put like, yeah, I just leave it at that. And then deliverables, expert led classes. Yeah. Personalized roadmaps.
I do have a question for you after this, actually.
Sure. I would, yeah, you can leave this in and you get to, because you're just saying it's a personalized roadmap, you get to determine what it is.
Yep.
Gamified progress tracker is good. Peer accountability, parent mastermind access, weekly progress reports, lifetime alumni. And then I would put like end result just looking at time, on about 3 minutes before I'm going to have to go. But end result of entrepreneur program, if it was like you'll have something to sell or however you frame that, um, end result of relationship and end result of health.
Okay, that's what we need to do.
Just add like, yeah, just those three things. Like end result is uh you know, teen has a business plan and offer that they can sell. Teen has better relationships, or
Yep.
you and your teen have better relationships. Yeah.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, my question is, how do we run this through the year? Like, because right now, like, we don't have clients, we don't have a lead list, and we're just going to sell these things. And so, let's say, for example, we sell, because like what the plan was for us to launch these two separate programs
Mm-hmm.
in March or April. And
Mm-hmm.
now, like, are we still doing that? Is there like a different cohort of people that book for the year? Uh, like do we need to now, Heather and I discuss like which one do we do first, second, and third? When are we doing them? Are we going to be running all of them together? Like, you understand my question?
Yeah. So, I mean, how I think about that question is like,
See who buys
first,
what?
first make the problem.
Yeah, get the
Right now,
sales.
the right
Excellent.
now the only problem is we don't have anybody in the courses yet.
Yeah.
So that problem isn't even the problem yet. You know what I mean? Like
I
I
was just
would,
thinking about like the selling process because like creating a form of urgency can help, or like we're starting in 90 days is when the entrepreneurship thing starts for the kids. And
I
like,
would say it's like we start in March,
yeah.
and depending on class size, or depending on enrollments, will determine like what class you start with.
Okay.
Right. Like, because if you enroll 20, like if you can enroll 20 people into this idea, right? 20 people is the class size. Is that right?
10 per
10.
class.
Yeah. So if you enrolled 20, then it's like, then you would do them concurrently, right? You do entrepreneurship, and 10 would go into entrepreneurship and 10 would go into,
Oh, okay. And then we would just flip it. Yeah.
yeah.
I mean, this is, you're talking about selling the paid in full, right? And I was
Yeah. I
just
mean,
saying, like, what happens if people are buying, some are buying like 3 buy paid in full, and then 4 or 14 buy entrepreneurship foundations. And then it's like, am I launching 2 entrepreneurship foundations? And then, or do I put the 3? I guess it's just figure it out, make the problem, figure it out.
yeah.
Yeah.
I would be like, you got two, go sell as many as you can. And then like, and just have like, when you're selling, it's like we're starting in March, and depending on intakes, will, like, if you have one that you want to start with, just like let us know. Or if you only want to purchase one, that's fine too. And then get that data. You might have like 20 people who all just want the entrepreneur one. And then
Yeah.
it's like, well, that's really good data,
Right,
you know.
right, 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 right.
But I would lead with this, and then I would downsell single course sales.
Yeah,
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah, because it's like, what's the main thing? It's like you're equipping them. I think if you just keep the messaging super simple, and you can go broad because it is a broad market play. It's like the things that you never learned was relationships, money, and health. It's not in the system. So you can either, like, you have to learn these, and you can either equip your kids with that early or not. um, it's like that's super clear. And then it makes selling three of them all together. Like, you're not selling three separate things. You're selling the problem, which is these are the things that are not in the education. Um, so I think you'll have success with that. I got to bounce,
Okay.
but this is awesome. I'm way more clear on what your offer is now too. So I can see this differently uh than I did before. And I think you'll have a lot easier time selling this with this like $500 a month. Parents buy that for their kids all the time.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
So it's like you
Especially
can
that
sell
age.
yeah, you can sell this all day. Um yeah. So I think this is good. I'll send you a Telegram message, but yeah, next steps is like content. You could get the backpack. You could sign up for the backpack if you haven't already. I'll
Am I
send you
good
a
to
message.
schedule my call with Jaden now? Do I have the confirmation?
I would
Wait for my call with Alexandra on
I
Monday.
would do Alexander and backpack.
Okay.
And then because backpack is going to give you the system that you would run ads to. So
Oh,
let's set up the system first.
makes sense.
Yeah. Then all those leads will go into email and all that stuff.
Okay. And just final thing, out of 10 being bluntly honest, for this work that you assigned, what number did I get on completing the homework?
10.
Okay, excellent. Thank you.
Yep, crushed it.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, you have everything that we need, and at the end of the day, it's like you have a clear, coherent offer that makes sense with the price point and the problem.
Mhm.
So it's like you can sell this.
Excellent. Okay, thank you so much, Dan. Sorry for keeping you. Love you so much, dude. We'll
No,
see you soon.
all good. Have a great weekend. I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.
Bye, Dan.